Welcome back to the Hotep Money Channel, where we cover the latest in artificial intelligence and finance news. I'm your host, Hotep Jesus. Without further ado, let's get into today's update. Now, many of you have noticed what has happened with Microsoft. We'll get into that and the big correction in the markets. But first, trade balance report came out today. U.S. trade deficit jumped to $56.8 billion in November. That's up sharply from $29.2 billion in October, a huge 94.6% increase. It was the biggest monthly jump in almost 34 years. Exports dropped 3.6% to $292.1 billion. Imports climbed 5% to $348.9 billion. Much of the rise came from more capital goods coming in, like computers and semiconductors, likely tied to AI investments. So it's not that alarming because we know we're building out all this AI infrastructure. The goods deficit widened a lot while services stayed in surplus. This comes even with ongoing tariffs in place. Year to date, the deficit is running about 4% higher than last year. So we'll keep an eye on that. Wait for the next report to come out. Of course, I will have that for you. Let's talk about the stock market and what happened with Microsoft. So Microsoft did experience a huge correction today, around 11 to 12% after that earnings report yesterday. The company actually did beat expectations. They reported about $81.3 billion in revenue, which was higher than what analysts predicted. And their profit per share came in stronger too at $4.14 adjusted. But investors focused on two big worries instead of celebrating the win. First, their Azure cloud business, which powers a ton of AI and online services, grew really fast at 39% year over year. That's still excellent, but it's slowed just a tiny bit from 40% last year. Some people hoped for even bigger acceleration because of all the AI hype. This felt like a small letdown. Second, and this is the main one, Microsoft is spending a massive amount of money right now to build out AI infrastructure. The capital expenditures jumped 66% to record $37.5 billion this quarter. That's billions going into huge data centers, powerful chips, and other stuff needed for future AI growth. It's like a company building a giant factory. The costs hit hard today and squeeze short-term profits or cash flow a little, even though the big payoff from selling more AI services may come later. Investors got nervous that this huge spending is growing faster than the immediate revenue boost from Azure and AI. They worried about margins getting pressured or the return on all this investment taking longer than expected. Even though the numbers were good overall, the market reacted with a sell the news move. Prices were sky high going in. Expectations were massive, and anything short of perfection triggered selling. This kind of dip happens with big tech stocks sometimes, especially in hot areas like AI. Many experts still see Microsoft as a super strong long-term hold because AI demand is huge, but right now the focus is on these short-term spending concerns driving the price lower. So nothing to be too concerned about. However, there is earnings today, again, today, the 29th. Before we get into that, AI could replace white collar jobs, according to some. It says here we're going to have a shift towards blue collar trades like plumbing and master electricians, driven by massive investments in data centers, energy infrastructure, and reshoring factories. Mark Zuckerberg's statement during their Meta earnings call was that one person with AI can replace an entire team at a company. Wang argued that companies like ServiceNow and Salesforce are undervalued because they're being treated like SaaS companies, when in fact these companies are basically AI companies now. Wang suggested ServiceNow, in particular, trading around $118, should be valued much higher given its fundamentals. If you're not on my email list, click the link below. Get on my email list. I send out market updates every morning to show you what's on my watch list for the day, so you know what's hot and what's not. At some point, I'm going to send out a list of the artificial intelligence of robotics ETFs for people who need that in written form, so you can just copy and paste it. So get on my email list, and don't forget, hit the like and subscribe button now so you never miss another one of these profitable updates. Couple of quick hits right here. Apple's making a purchase. Looks like they're purchasing an Israeli startup called Q.AI. It's artificial intelligence for audio technology. Looking like it's coming in close to $2 billion. The acquisition is going to be worth. Q.AI's founding team, including CEO Aviad Mizels, will join Apple. He previously founded a company called PrimeSense that Apple acquired in 2013, and that helped Apple transition from fingerprint sensors to Face ID. So what is this new tech going to do? It's going to help devices better understand whispered speech and improve audio quality in difficult environments such as noisy settings and more. So basically, the audio capabilities of, I'm assuming, Siri and the device itself. So yeah, they'll combine that. I think Apple did a deal with Google, and Siri is going to be run by Gemini. So I guess this company is going to come in-house and help with its voice capabilities. More in AI. Well, against the wishes of some people, of the shareholders, Tesla's going to invest $2 billion in xAI. Looks like there's a little bit of shuffling going on. It looks like they're going to, move a lot of this to the Optimus robot, semi-trucks, and other autonomous capabilities. I think they're shutting down production of the S and the X and shifting more towards robots and robotics. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Yeah. So looks like he's like, you know what, Tesla, it's not. Let's just move the Tesla capital over here to the future, which is artificial intelligence. Earnings. Let's see what's on the earnings calendar today. Thursday, Apple, Visa, MasterCard, Caterpillar, Blackstone, Lockheed Martin, Honeywell, Altria Group, Sherwin-Williams. This is going to be an interesting post-market. I'm going to keep an eye on it. Also, Donald J. Trump is speaking today, 4:30 p.m. He's supposed to be speaking about the economy. It's going to have a medium effect on the markets. So we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll have an update for you tomorrow. In the meantime, hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you back here later.
I haven't lost yet! I've always been the weakest, and I've been mocked for it at every turn. But I still try as hard as I can.
You see, I've been leveling up this whole time. Give in to fear. I can't get stronger that way. I'll fight, I'll level up, and